Welcome back, everyone. You've reached the Nexus. This is Taylor Tunison, your communication director, and I have a very special guest with us today. This is Chad Klein from Doorstep Diner. Thanks for joining us, Chad.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe something that you're grateful for these days. Give us a little positive note to start with.
Grateful for. There's a lot of things I'm grateful for. I mean, I have three fantastic kids. Well, I can lie a little bit. I have three kids, and my beautiful wife at home, Yvette. I'm always grateful for them. I'm grateful for a lot of things right now. You know, after the last year of watching all the struggles and everything,
right?
We pulled through. We made it to a new year, and we can move from there.
Absolutely. So you're involved with Doorstep Diner Catering. Why don't you tell us a little bit how you got involved? Did you start that yourself with Lori, or how did the background go there?
Well, there's actually more than Doorstep. In actuality, we have Doorstep Diner Catering. We have Country Sliced Ham and Cafe, and we also have the event space at 5550.
Okay.
And how I got involved with them, I would love to sit here and say that I started these businesses because I absolutely love the business that I'm in. But how it actually goes back is networking.
Right.
I was running a local a Capriati's when it was around here in town.
Oh, wow.
Loved what I was doing, but started to do a little bit of networking. I mean, everybody knows that networking is key in any business.
Absolutely.
So I was very, very much a novice. I'd go to the thing, I'd find that one person that I knew, and I'd just click onto them. Well, I happened to go to this one event, and there was Jeff and Lori were there, who had started Doorstep Diner Catering. So, of course, anybody that's met Lori, I mean, we were talking before we went on, she talks a lot. So, you know, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna hang out with them because I don't have to do any talking. I'll let her do the talking. So, anyways, we're at these events, and we kept running into each other. And with the business that I was at that time, you know, I wanted to do more. I wasn't an owner of that business. I was the operator. I was the one running the business. But I've always, since I was younger, wanted to have my own thing. I wanted to do something that I can go home and say, this is mine. And so Lori comes to me, and she doesn't ask. She says, you're going to be part of our business. It was seriously like that. It was like she came to me and said, I think she had her mind made up. And again, anybody that knows Lori knows that when she has something in her mind, it's going to happen. Yep. Whether you want it to happen or not, it's going to happen. So she started talking to me about, you know, we're trying to build Doorstep Diner Catering, and we feel that you'd be a great fit for this. So, oh, my wife's calling. So, anyways, she was like, "You're going to be a great fit. We want you a part of this. We want to grow this." And I was happy with where I was at, but at the same point, I'm like, the thrill of going over to do something of my own was too much for me to not say yes. So she got her way. She pulled me on. We actually signed paperwork. It's been about 3.5 years now.
Wow.
So imagine this, we were at a networking event when I signed my papers to become a partner. We were at the Talon Room downtown for a Liba Biznet or
Shout
something.
Out.
Yeah, Matt Rugg, awesome. So we're there. I'm signing all my papers, and before I know it, I'm head first in. I'm going in there, going, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing. I have to sell this. I have to do what? So they in the beginning set me up with a few different meetings and all that. They sent me out to a business to talk to them about holiday meals.
Oh.
And I really had no clue what I was doing at that time. I even went in there, I'm like, you guys are my first meeting ever. And I was nervous. There's a few other words I'd probably put in there, but we're gotta
Family
be
show. Family
PC.
show here.
So I'm in there, and I walk them through it, and I'm trying to figure out like pricing and all that. And I saw right away, I'm like, the thrill of talking to them about what they want was so much for me. It felt so good to me to go in there and like actually go, you know, this is the event you want, and this is what I can do for you. Getting their food perfect, just coming up with unique things. It just quickly became like just something that just drove me. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, it really was. And Lori really helped me out a lot in the beginning because I'm not a cold call type person. I'm still absolutely not. I mean, it drives my partner insane, I'm sure. She's like, she can call somebody and say, hey, I can talk to you about this. And I'm like, sir, can I please talk to you? Can I bring you some crackers?
We know how cold calls go here.
Yeah, cold calls are not my thing. And they're still not. But just the energy of building a company. When we went from that first year, we tripled sales.
Wow. That's impressive.
And that was with Lori working part-time for Liba at the time and putting in the stuff. And then we just continued to grow. And then last year happened, of course.
Right.
Not fun with that, but you know what? I've always been one. I'm not going to focus on those negatives.
No.
Throughout the whole last year, the thing that I kept, there was times when this first come through, I remember going home to my wife and just breaking down, just going, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know that we're going to be able to pay ourselves or do any of this. I remember just 100% breaking down. And this is where I really grew an appreciation for my wife, is she stood by me through all this stuff where there was times where we weren't getting paid. And I was working all the time trying to keep the doors, trying to have a business at the other end.
Right.
So I've really, really learned to appreciate my family a lot more in the last year.
I think we all did. You know, It was a tough year for everyone, whether you're in business, working for someone, part-time, full-time, even going to school. I mean, everyone had a tough time last year, and we really appreciate you sharing that personal story. Yeah. You know, it really brings us all together if we can
I'm an emotional person too now, so that I can feel my eyes kind of welling up thinking about it, but again.
That's okay. We're all human here. It's all good. Why don't we transition a little bit? How about your daily duties, your role? How does a normal day for you look at Doorstep Diner?
My official title is COO.
There you go.
I don't care about titles when it comes down to it. I'm one of the owners. My day-to-day, currently what I do is I get in there in the morning. I'm going to look at all my emails. I'm going to go through everything, see what business that I actually need to get taken care of. I do a lot. One of the things that I was brought on for was my ability to connect with teams, to build teams.
Okay.
So I'll go in the morning. I'll talk to our team, see where they're at, kind of go over the day's events. I've got a very, very talented team at this point where I don't really have to tell them much to do.
Nice.
Even with both businesses, with Country Sliced, I give them a call. I'm like, how you guys doing? What does your day look like? And let them go from there. And that's one of the things that I was brought on to do, is to build those highly talented teams where I don't have to babysit them. I don't have to do those things. I spend a lot of time on the phone with people. Today's been extremely busy with my phone ringing, talking to people about their events. Again, it goes back to one of the thrills in this business for me is to get somebody to tell me what their vision of an event is, what their vision of their food is, and for me to execute that, for me to give them a reality of this is what it looks like, what you're getting, and they get that.
So that's a really special part of your business. Would you say that sets you apart from your competitors? That's something that you do special?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of things I feel that sets Doorstep Diner and even Country Sliced above others, is that we say what we're going to do, and we do what we say.
That's awesome.
I'm a firm believer in underpromising and overperforming.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, we believe in that here too.
Yeah. And you guys do a great job with that. I see a lot of the stuff you guys do. I know Renee very well, so
we appreciate it, Chad. So how about talking a little bit about your relationship with Renee? How did you meet her? How did you come to be involved with True North? A little background.
Again, everything goes back to here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's all about networking.
Absolutely.
One of my good friends, Jethro Hopkins, always says your network is your net worth.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
And I met her through networking.
Okay.
And just, of course, once you here in Lincoln, when you go to a few different networking things, you're going to see a lot of the same people, and that's a good thing, because when you see that, the more often you see somebody, you know that you can get to know them and trust them a little bit more. Renee, actually, she's a lot of fun to be around. I mean, she was my guest last week. We started doing What Would Chad Eat on Doorstep Live.
Hilarious. If you haven't seen it, please check it out.
It is today again, by the way. So she was our guest last week, and she told us ahead of schedule. She told Lori, she goes, I don't want to do anything too crazy. I don't want to do anything too gross. So they came to me and they're like, what do we want to do? We don't want to go too crazy for Renee. We don't want her to be mad at the end or whatever. No. I'm like, we're going to do a blindfold taste challenge.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's one of the best so far.
It honestly was. It was one of my top views so far. So we had her come in for this, and I had no idea. Every week, I know what we're going to do ahead of schedule.
Right.
For one, I'm the one usually out buying the stuff, kind of coming up with ideas. This one, I said, we're doing a blindfold challenge. And I told my team, here's my card. I want you to go to the store.
Free for all.
Yeah, it really was. I was like, go to the store, get us some stuff that we can taste. Originally, my thought was, let's do all baby food. I'm like, it'll be funny. And they didn't do all baby food. These
good thing.
People, I'm gonna say people because I can't use the word that I want to use about my team when I think about this.
Teammates.
Yeah, teammates, love you. They went to the store. They bought lima beans, mashed lima beans. They bought ham baby food. So I did get some baby food in there. They bought soy hot dogs, beets, and
beets are okay.
Beets was good. Beets and butter. Those are the ones I can say that were fine. But Renee, I'm sure will tell you, oh my Lord, when we did the lima beans, that's the first thing we did.
The first one. Off to a great start.
I may have watched the thing a few times, so I know that there was a point where Renee stuck her head in the lima beans. That was awesome.
The best part, in my opinion.
But that was horrible. Like, they put that in my mouth, and I'm gonna again say my lovely team member, Chef Nestor, decided that he wanted to shove the whole spoon in my mouth while he was being all gentle with Renee. Like, we're going to talk about this.
We see how it is.
Yeah. But he shoves this whole spoonful of lima beans in my mouth. And I'm like, Renee, throughout the whole thing, she's like, every time you start gagging, I wanted to get sick. I'm like, well, how do you think I feel? I was the one over there gagging. So we get to that last one, and it's mustard sardines.
Ooh.
I could eat a sardine. I'm not a fan. It's not something I would go out of my way. I would eat a sardine. But when you eat sardines, you don't take a big old spoonful.
No.
Nestor puts this whole spoonful, excuse me, of mustard. Oh, it's kind of bringing back memories. Mustard sardines, just shoves that down my throat. And
there goes my appetite.
Here's Renee over here going, oh, this is the one that's going to do it. They pull a trash can for her. And I'm going, no, I'm really going to lose it. I'm really going to lose it. And thankfully I didn't, because, it would have been hilarious. But at the same time, I'd have to clean that up afterwards.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. I didn't actually expect the blindfold challenge to be one of my favorites, but right now it is, and we'll see what happens when I have Paige with Strictly Business in today.
Okay.
Because
Paige Zudavern, shout out.
Paige is awesome. Paige, it's Valentine's week, so we're going to go a little fancy for you if you're paying attention. It's going to be really nice.
No lima beans, no sardines, anchovies.
I am not giving up any of what we're doing. I do know absolutely what we're doing today. And like I said, it's going to be real special for Paige. So
we'll make sure to tune in.
Yeah, 2:30 on our live feed.
Fantastic. Well, how about some future goals? Where do you see Doorstep and Country Slice the end of the year, next year? Any big ticket goals for sharing?
Well, the reality is, after last year, we had a lot of we went through what every catering company did. All the brides canceling. Well. They're all still getting married, and we're currently looking at one of our best years with weddings, and I feel that that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna push our weddings. We're also looking at adding on some more items to our menu because of course
nice.
People look at our menu and go, it's great. We look at our menu and say, this is boring. So we're adding to our menu. We're going to update a lot of things with country sliced. One of the things I'm really excited about. Doorstep's been in the Choice Awards for Journal Star every year. So we are going to be in the voting round for that starting the 15th. Please vote for us.
Congrats.
But the thing that makes me really excited is we bought a 34-year-old company that nobody in Lincoln knew about, and we are one of the choices for under the radar restaurant this year.
Wow.
So
awesome.
I feel we've really grown that business over there very, very well, and I want to see both businesses doing great things, and that's what my role is going to be over the next year is building those businesses back up. With all the falls we had last year, with buying Country Sliced 2 weeks before a pandemic actually broke out.
Yeah, rough timing.
Yeah, I mean, I want people to know about Doorstep and Country Sliced ham from outside of Lincoln that aren't just in our circle. I want everybody to think of those as names that they know. That people come to Lincoln, they're going to go to Country Slice and get a grilled macaroni and cheese with pork sandwich.
Wow, that sounds much better than anchovies.
Mustard anchovies.
My appetite's coming back just from that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't eaten anything yet today because that's the other part about my challenges. I try to not eat a whole lot that day because I want all those flavors to come out. So I love
dedication.
I love what we do, and I mean, we're just going to continue to build these businesses.
Well, that's very exciting, coming off of a rough year. If you can continue with the progress, it'd be awesome. Well, any upcoming specials or promotions you want to?
Well, every week at Country Slice, we do bring in a new sandwich. So this week it's a tri-tip sandwich.
Ooh,
so go ahead.
My appetite again.
Yeah, those usually they're only around for a week. So you get in there, we try it. We've been rotating out soups because obviously it's really cold.
Oh, yeah.
With Doorstep, I mean, as Lori said in hers, a lot of our events are private. But one thing we're doing every week, we work with Jay Donaldson out at Ramology.
Okay.
And
another shout out, Ramology. I actually went to my first comedy show there a couple weekends ago. It was hilarious. It was
Felix does a great job too. So
he's a great character.
I'm actually... Every time they come up, and I was telling Felix this, I'm like, every time they come up, I'm gotta get tickets, and then I don't. They sell out every time.
Oh yeah. So it was packed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get tickets. Actually, when I was getting here today, my wife just texted me and said, "Hey, I see that you talked about this comedy thing. Are we going? Is that just you?" I'm like, I might bring a date. So, anyways, definitely Ramology. Every Tuesday we're out there for Taco Tuesday. So $2 tacos.
Wow.
Next week, we'll be out there 2 days. So we're going to be out there for Taco Tuesday, and then Wednesday under Country Slice. So I'll turn my hat around backwards and pretend I'm a different person or something. I'm going to be out there. It's they do trivia nights. So we're going to be out there serving food. Nice. And they're doing Netflix and chill trivia, which it's just Netflix trivia, I think. Felix, I think you've come up with those. But we do those every week. So every Tuesday at Ramology from 6:30 to like 8:30 or so, and then every third Wednesday we're out there.
Fantastic. I'll have to swing by for some tacos one of these weeks.
Yeah, it's a great place. I mean, realistically, like we started going there, of course, because we were serving food there, and I go out. It's clear across town for me sometimes. I'll go out of my way just to go in and get a drink from Jay. Like those drinks are fantastic. Oh yeah, he's such a great guy to work with.
And it's a really fun atmosphere. You know, kind of laid back, chill, kind of lounge club. If you've never been to Ramology, we definitely recommend it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's alcohol. It's awesome
and jokes, great jokes too.
Yeah.
Great combination.
I got to get out for one of the real comedy shows, and I promised Felix I'm going to buy tickets for the next one. So
yeah, they should have one coming up either
April 1st. I think it's April. It's in April.
April Fool's
But they
Day.
do have they have a contest coming up. Like you can sign up and do whatever, and the winner gets like $500.
Oh wow!
I've thought about trying it, but I just don't know if I actually can do it or not. I can make a I can make a fool out of myself anytime, but if I go up there and just blank out, then I might really look like a fool. So,
Well, it happens to the best of
yeah,
us.
absolutely.
Chad, it's been great talking with you. Hey, have you got a final message or alert for our audience? Anything you want to spread some cheer, spread some
Message alert. Go to Country Slice, which is really close to True North Technologies here over at 70th and O Meridian Park. Get yourself lunch. And if you are looking for lunches for your team, like in general, you can give me a call anytime. Anytime you call any of the Doorstep numbers, you're going to get me. So if you hated me, I'm really sorry. Just say, hey, when I answer the phone, say, can I talk to somebody else? I don't care. But give us a call. We would love to help you out. We can do individual meals. We can do whole meals, whatever you want to do. Just think of Doorstep and Country Sliced Ham when it comes to your food needs.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us, Chad.
Yeah, thanks for
Have a
having me.
great week. See you, everyone.